They promised it would happen, and it has happened. They do ice lollies. I'm so excited. Suwastika. Good evening. It is 11:42 and we are in Bangkok, and we are 0 days out from the amazing Thailand marathon in Bangkok. We're leaving in a moment. I'm excited and a little bit nervous. Tonight I am joined by the head turners, the Adidas Prime X. If you enjoy the video, please give me a like and subscribe. It'll really help me out.
Why do we keep doing this? We could have just come to Bangkok and had a great time drinking.
Instead, we decided
Let's
to
run a
run a marathon
marathon.
at 2 o'clock in the morning. I really don't know.
Right, let's find a tuk-tuk. Does that mean it's time to start?
Maybe they got it the wrong way around.
What, if anything, is your race plan?
To finish,
Thank you.
I don't really care about what the finish time is,
Yeah,
as long as they finish before the cut-off,
okay.
which is 7 hours.
But we're aiming to start at about an 11-minute mile.
Yeah.
That's 6:53 for anyone normal.
Normally it's in miles. I feel like if we finished and the finish hour started with 5,
Right,
even if it was 5:55, I'd be ecstatic
got it.
because it is quite warm.
It's going to feel warmer once we're out.
And also, we missed the whole night's sleep because I didn't sleep on the plane.
We didn't sleep in the plane at all.
We did have an afternoon nap,
True.
yeah, and a good solid 9 hours last night.
The whole plan to stay in UK time zone
It did.
fell apart.
We just slipped straight into Bangkok time
We did.
without even trying.
It failed dramatically. We've been asleep and awake, asleep and awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also did have pad thai and a bowl of soy sauce pork
Chicken
noodles
Oh yeah, you have the
for
pork noodles.
breakfast.
Yeah, for breakfast.
Yeah, both of them, 2 portions. It was an excellent choice.
It was. Breakfast of champions.
Yeah. All failures.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I will not walk. Marathoner by night. I forgot to say, I'm wearing my sunglasses just in case it takes me forever to complete this. The sun isn't going to rise at 6:30. I'm prepared.
Well, I'm feeling good so far.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Mile 1, 12:18. It's very hot. Mile 2, 12:32. It's still very hot.
But we're feeling great.
Mile 3, 12:34. I had some water and I poured it over me as well. Daniel got it for me.
I'm nice like that.
Sometimes.
5k done. One park gone in about 39 minutes.
Oh God,
That's not too bad.
it's really slow.
Well, it is. It's slow for a park run, but we're doing a marathon, not a park.
Slow for a marathon.
Ah, well, we're enjoying it. That's the main thing.
Are we? I'm struggling with the heat at the moment.
No.
My legs. So no, I wouldn't say enjoyment at the moment.
Well, you will be in about 37k.
Right.
Mile 4, 14:04. I had a bit of a walk. I had a bit of a wobble. And I had to retie my shoelace. That's what happened in that mile. I'm about to have a gel.
Oh. Oh, that's good.
Chasing a PB.
Right.
No,
Not today.
not today. Maybe a PB of the slowest marathon I've ever done.
Mile 5, 14:45. I stopped for a toilet. I walked through the water station. I'm feeling a lot happier.
You see I had melon.
What?
You see I had melon.
No.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Mile 6, 12. 12 exactly.
It's 10k done. It's a little warm. And I think we're back to where we started.
It's 20 minutes slower than the Yorkshire Marathon. Not that I care. I'm just saying.
It's all good.
Yeah. It's the downhill section.
Ah, downhill. Speedy.
Oh, picking up speed.
This is PB pace now.
We've hit 11:20.
Mile 7, 13 exactly. I keep forgetting to mention the water stations are like every 2k. They come round so quick, but you need them. And also the last one had watermelon and bananas, which Daniel didn't see.
Very, very upset.
He's very upset by this situation, and I bet the next one doesn't have it on there.
show you top of the place.
Oh, really good.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, that is good. The deep heat is killing me every time.
Like tear gas or something.
That's all right. You want to explain what's going on with the deep heat situation?
And they don't hand it out. It's after the water station. It's on a table, like so much of it, enough for like 1,000 people to do it at once.
Yeah.
And it just, I can still smell it. I'm
Yeah.
breathing it in now, and we're like, what, 50 meters
Yeah.
after?
Just makes your eyes water.
It's just, the air is just full of it.
It's like a chemical attack.
It is. Mile 8, 13:25. I walked through the next water station and they were giving out Coke. Not just Coca-Cola, but it was cold Coca-Cola. It was wonderful, wasn't it, Daniel?
It certainly was.
What a,
Boost.
what a treat.
Thank you. Nice and tonic. Oh. I mean, it tastes disgusting, but I'm sure it's good for you.
I like
Yay! Welcome club. Hey! Oh, fucking deep heat kills me every time.
what in the
Oh.
world. It's because it's spray. They just spray it into the air.
Keep going. Cheers.
Mile 9, 13:33. There was a hill.
I bloody hope we're on the right route.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen any turn off. They would say.
You bloody hope so.
The last corner.
Just checking that everyone's on the.
Signposted for both of us.
Yeah, no, I'm still seeing. No, I'm seeing a lot of half marathon. I'm
No,
not seeing
because
any.
we were all at the back.
Oh,
I
okay.
have seen other marathon ones. You're not allowed.
Yeah, that's okay then. Makes you panic when you think, oh my god, I can only see people doing the half.
I wasn't panicked. I just happened to blend in with the half marathon.
Oh, shut up.
Mile 10, 14:24. I'm just having a quick walk because I'm struggling a bit with my breathing. And I don't know whether that's to do with the humidity or whether it's to do with the fact that I've just had a really bad cough and cold, or maybe both.
Maybe it was a tab of acid that random guy just gave us. I have no idea what it is.
A man just come up to me and opened his hand. He had 2 large tablet-sized things, and he was like offering it to me, and just took it and put it in my mouth. And so did you.
Could have been anything.
It could have been anything. It's actually very nice. We'll see what happens.
Thank you. Oh, that's so cold. That one's amazing. That is so good.
Oh, that's probably cold.
Morning.
Toilet.
I'm okay. You need it.
I mean, I always need it.
Like the poshest toilet break ever.
Oh my god, I felt like maybe I would just like didn't need a wee. But you know, when you need a wee, they're going to give us appointment. But actually, it was a massive wee.
Oh, there you go.
And I feel so much
We're going to be
better
going
for
twice as fast now.
Mile 11, 14:05.
good.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Where you come from?
England.
England.
Yeah.
What's your fan club? How do you?
Watford, if anything.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I think
not Premiership,
Oh,
sorry.
Man City. Liverpool. Very good. See you.
Have a good run.
Yeah.
Well, disorganised with the much and the lack of toilet at the start, but they made up for it.
Ice cream.
Oh my god,
The ice cream.
you're the best.
Where's come from? England.
Oh, okay. Welcome to Thailand.
Thank you. Oh, I missed it. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm sold. I'm coming back. Oh, you got Tutti Frutti.
They promised it would happen, and it has happened. They do ice lollies. I'm so excited. I'm gonna walk and enjoy it. I've done quite a lot of walking actually. I don't care.
I care.
Mile 12, 1802. I was eating an ice lolly. Mile 13, 1405.
And by the way, I've let her walk through the water stations 100%, whenever she wanted to.
Yes, I am allowed to walk through the water stations, and also at any other time that I want to walk, which is quite a lot. Mile 14, 13, or 31. I don't know, I've got runner's brain now. Also, we're quite high up at the moment on the, is this a motorway? It's a flyover thing. It's nice and breezy up here. It's lovely. Mile 15, 1401. I've got nothing else to say at the moment. Mile 16, 1450. I don't understand why it's mile 16, but that's what it said. Does it make sense to you?
Yes, because we've run 16 miles.
I don't feel like we were on 15 the last mile that I did. I've obviously got runner's brain.
What's your excuse the rest of the time?
Shut up. Mile 17, 1533. I had a walk and a moan. And I'm now running again. Mile 18, 1518. There's a water station soon that's doing ice lollies again. They've all got them, look. A watermelon ice lolly. Lovely. We've turned. We're on our way back. And the sun is definitely out.
Chocolateไหมคะ
Mango, you like chocolate?
Yeah, it's just the best.
What are these things?
I don't know.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
What are these bad boys? Chilies? I don't know what this is, but I'm going to try one. Oh, no, that's actually really disgusting.
What is it?
I have no idea, but it's not nice.
Is it a sweet or is it a fruit?
It's kind of like a sweet fruit, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, there's actually chocolate. Mile 19,
17:11. I was eating a chocolate ice lolly. It was wonderful. It was a bit like a feast. Not that I've had a feast in about 35 years, but it was just like one. Mile 20, 16:03. It's getting quite hot now and everything hurts. How are you feeling, Daniel?
I'm okay.
I will try and run again in a moment. Mile 21, 17, 23. I didn't run again. I don't think I'm gonna run again. I am in quite a lot of pain, like a trapped nerve or something in my leg. I don't want to have a full-on injury, and also it's really hot. So I'm speed walking to make sure that I get a medal. That's all that matters. Mile 22, 17:54. I'm trying to walk as quickly as possible, but the shooting pain up my right leg is quite painful at the moment. Mile 23 was 18 something. I can't remember what it was because Daniel was having a conversation with me. I'm not very good at remembering two things at the same time. Or one thing, especially after running. I'm failure. Mile 24, 19:15. I have water. I've slowed right down. I can't help it. Mile 25, 19:02. 1 mile to go. Mile 26, 19:16. I can't wait to stop walking. I just can't wait.
Thank you.
I have completed it. There. Now I don't really know the stats at the moment. The watch is saying 6:51. I don't know. I'm just really pleased we stopped walking, if I'm honest. So this pain that's shooting down my leg stops. So yes. Happy, happy, happy. 26.2. Sunday again. I'm off to have a beer because I think I deserve it. Cheers. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Monday and we are 24 hours past the finish of the marathon, and I thought I'd do a debrief on what we thought of the whole thing. Some views we don't agree on,
I think. So should we talk about the expo first?
Yeah, okay.
I would say it was a nightmare.
It was a bit of a nightmare. The lack of signage anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that carried out through the whole
It did.
experience.
We couldn't
Not
even
knowing where to go.
we couldn't even find the expo.
Yeah.
We found the building, well, we thought at the time, but once in the building, nobody knew where the expo was, and this was a big shopping centre
Yeah.
that was also called the same name as the room that we had to go to within the building. We couldn't find it. Then we almost, both of us separately, without knowing, when we were trying to get into the expo, we got separated and they asked us for our passports, of which neither of us had our passports on us. I got into a panic and then realised that I had my driving licence within my phone case. So I was lucky. And Daniel, you...
I had a photo of my passport.
on
Which was
his...
fine, apparently.
So we finally got in and we joined one another. Then they couldn't find my name on the list to have a number. I just didn't exist. You got your number quite quickly, didn't you?
I did, yeah, it's fine.
So I sorted that and I was on the list and I did get a number, obviously. And then you sort of get pushed through to getting your actual t-shirt that comes with the marathon, the pre-t-shirt. And then we bought a load of merch that we didn't have confirmation for.
No, they never sent us through an email with confirmation of buying a load of merch.
Didn't they send you an email confirming that they weren't going to send it to us because we were international?
That was all the problem. We didn't have an order number or anything. So we had to queue for about half an hour behind one man who was working off a list of paper that didn't really seem to know what he was doing. But eventually it came out and the merch was good. Nice stuff.
The merch was really good. Now I feel like, because this was my birthday present, Daniel had messaged me what he'd bought me as a present, and I was looking forward to a neon yellow jacket,
Yeah.
and the jackets we got were white. Now if anybody actually knows me, you'll know that I don't like wearing white. So I don't believe that Daniel would have been that cruel to buy me a white jacket.
No, and I don't believe I was either. But
As
who
it,
knows?
as
was
it
nice.
turns out, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
I will wear it. So that was good. But also you forgot to say that because you had anxiety about the fact that we didn't know where to pick up the merch, we missed all of the exciting expo shoe shops. So
We
then
then went and got a drink and then went back in.
we did go and get a drink to calm down. Not an alcoholic drink, just a drink, a Coca-Cola.
Mhm.
Had a sit down and then went back in. And you bought yourself a pair of shorts.
Oh, I did, yeah. Forgot about that.
Forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Daniel's now the proud owner of a pair of shorts, headphones, earphones.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. And we both got a selection of socks, which might sound boring, but to me, very, very exciting, because now I have more colour socks to go with future shoes that I may or may not purchase.
You will when you know.
The start of the
The start.
marathon.
The start. The theme of no signage continues. No clue where we were going.
No. So they're leaving the hotel and immediately getting a, what's it called, a tuk-tuk. I keep calling them TikToks.
Yeah.
A tuk-tuk was really good. He got us really close to where we were meant to be, because obviously there was roads closed, and then we just got out and we followed other runners in the right direction. That was perfect until we actually arrived where we were meant to be, and it was just chaos.
It was chaos. There was some. We sat down, and an American couple asked us where we check in, and I'm not ready to check in. And then I checked the website, and on the website it said check in at whatever it was, 1 to 1:30 in the morning. So we're like, oh, maybe we do need to check in. But I think we eventually realised that check in meant bag drop.
No, I don't think it did. I think that it meant where you were given your wave reference, they were checking you in to make sure that only what was on your race number
Yeah.
was
Okay.
you were allowed in that pen.
Oh, okay.
It was really confusing. Also, we couldn't find out where the pen was. Luckily, somebody like approached us and said like it's over there, but not many people. Everybody was just rushing around, weren't they? Not many people spoke English. It's definitely not a international marathon. I would say it's more of a local marathon. But 30,000 people rushing around in different directions, not knowing where the pens were or the toilets.
For the most part, really, really friendly.
Oh yeah, everyone was really friendly.
Really tried to help.
Really friendly. But we ended up getting in the back of our pen, so we were standing with the pacers for 6 hours.
Oh, lack of toilets
And lack of toilets.
beforehand. Yeah. Long
Yes.
queue for the for any stalls or anything like that. So,
It was really long. I did end up having a wild wee on a wall
Yeah.
because I was like, I just can't start a marathon. I was next to a plant. I couldn't help it.
Start was great. You didn't like that there wasn't enough music.
There wasn't any music.
No,
really.
they had very, very loud shouting tannoys, which again seemed to be a massive recurring theme. People who have tannoys but then still shout into the tannoys.
You don't need to shout
You
down
don't
a
need to
tannoy.
shout. But-
The expo also had continuous shouting tannoy.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't like it. I don't know whether it's because like maybe I'm on the spectrum, but it spirals me out of control. There's no need for it. Just talk normally. So on the actual route, even though there was a lack of toilets at the beginning, I would say that there was a toilet van
Yeah.
or building, I would say every 3 miles. It was amazing. And I must have stopped for a toilet about 4 times
Yeah.
because I don't
Any
know.
excuse to stop.
No, I don't normally drink that much on long runs anymore. Like I could do, I think on Newport I didn't have anything to drink until mile 19. But this, I was just so aware that it was humid. Also, I'm getting over a terrible cough and cold, which my throat is like quite dry. So every water station I did have just a sip of water and then threw the rest of the bottle over me. And they were ice cold.
Yeah.
It
you
took
could
your
actually
breath
choose.
away.
They actually had signs up saying water and then ice water.
Yeah.
So
That was really good. And the water stations, I would say, were every 2k.
Yeah.
They just came round so quick. But the beginning, I would say 8 miles when we were actually in the city, it became like when there's a water station, there was no choice to continue running because it all just slowed down to a walk.
If you were going, in fact, the whole thing, or a lot of the start, if you were going for a PB,
you
would
wouldn't.
need to be right up at the front.
You would have to be at the front.
It was narrow, got fairly congested, and certainly, like you say, at the water stations,
there was
it
just
was
no
carnage.
chance. Yeah, I think the first couple that we went through, you were like keep running and you got my water.
Yeah.
And then after that we were just like, no, it's obviously the roads narrowed, didn't they?
Yeah.
As you got into the city, and then that cleared by about mile 11, and it just generally cleared out, I think, because most people overtook us.
There is that.
And everybody was just so friendly.
Yeah.
Like I noticed that there was fruit on one of the water stations, and then a couple of water stations further on we got our water and carried on running, and then the girl ran up to us and was like saying ice creams, and she was like pulling my hand to take me back, and there was like ice
Yeah.
lollies, and we'd missed them because they were in like a big bucket.
Yeah.
That was really exciting. So we had 2 ice lollies,
Yeah.
and there was lots of fruit, lots of energy drinks.
And lots of people asking where you were from.
Yeah.
And then as soon as when you told them, oh, welcome to Thailand.
Yeah, it was a great atmosphere, wasn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
I
Lots
loved
of, even though we were walking at the end because obviously you had the pain in your hip and so on. Right at the end, like everyone, there was loads and loads of runners back at the finish line supporting everyone finishing at the end.
Yeah, it
And
was
just
amazing.
high-fiving us, and Yeah.
I completely forgot because I'm sort of like, I know I call myself a slow runner, but in marathon terms, like I'm nowhere near the back, like the sweeper. I'm not there. And apart from the first marathon that I ever did, what, like nine years ago, which was a trail marathon with my dad, I was at the back, right near cut-off, and I finished at 7 hours and 21 minutes. But apart from that, I've never been at the back. And but this marathon, I was at the back, like we were 3 minutes away from the sweeper, and you could see that, couldn't you? That we were
certainly at the turn.
And
we saw the sweeper.
The
come
cut-off
up.
was 7 hours, and we finished 6:57. But I found it quite exciting to go back to like how it started, of being in that position where, you know, you're struggling to finish, and just the amount of people and support that you get. It's just wonderful to experience being at the back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I one day I'd quite like to experience being at the front, but I don't think it's ever going to happen unless I'm on a moped.
Oh, actually, once we crossed the finish line. Oh. So, yeah, there wasn't anyone actually handing out medals as soon as you finished. So we did panic for a bit, didn't we? That, like, maybe we have missed cut-off and they've stopped
really
handing out medals.
Really sad when we finished.
And there was no signage anywhere.
You could have easily walked off and thought there wasn't any medals.
Yeah.
It was only because we
eventually found the sort of lane that you had to walk down to go and collect. And you collected your free food
before
you
medal.
got your medal.
It was food, medal, t-shirt.
Yeah.
And the medal was like wrapped up. It wasn't like it was like
little plastic
it
bag.
was in a plastic bag and then wrapped in like cellophane. You had to like unwrap
Yeah,
it.
nice medal, right?
It was a really nice medal, and I was really pleased to get the medal because it was extremely painful marathon. But also when we were coming like right to the end, I think we were maybe 800 meters from the finish. They obviously it was closed road marathon, but they seemed to have opened the roads, and the cars just wouldn't let us stop, and it was obvious like we were right on the back end. And you got quite angry with one of the drivers. And
Yeah.
They bibbed at you.
Well, I just walked. I ended up walking across, and they got cross with me. But they should have closed the roads.
They should have kept them closed until the 7
Till the
hours.
end. But
I know
anyway,
we were really close to it, but
it was only
you know,
once. There was only one road.
3 minutes. The last thing is, would you recommend this to international, like to someone to travel here and do this marathon?
Yeah. I mean, it's an amazing city. Full stop. If again, as I say, if you were going for a PB, possibly not. But
No.
again, maybe if you were at the front, it might be doable.
I think if you watched this video and knew the carnage, you'd possibly be able to get a PB if you got to the start like 3 hours early and found where you were meant to go. Like
Yeah.
we were a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
We just didn't.
The sun had come up by the time that we were finishing, so that was hot. But
Yeah.
again, if you were at the front end, maybe you'd miss the sun coming up, and it wouldn't be as hot anyway. So, but you know, it's a warm place anyway. So it's
It is warm. I would also say that the air quality is not great.
yeah. I didn't notice it particularly being bad, but you could tell that it was that it would have an effect.
Yeah, I feel like the air quality is bad.
Yeah.
My breathing, but you know we are in a city, so
Yeah.
and there is a lot of mopeds and tuk-tuks,
Yeah.
which are basically motorbikes.
And the lack of sleep for us, just, you know, obviously only arriving 2 days before, not sleeping on the plane on the way over, so then being out of whack in terms of the time zones and everything, that made it hard because we haven't slept enough really.
Yeah.
Our body clock was out of sync somewhere along the line. I don't know.
No, it has changed my mind a bit about like before I was thinking I'd love to do all the world majors. I've done London and Berlin, and that's sort of been like, oh, you know, when are we going to next do one, try and get into it. And now I'm thinking
that I'd quite like to find another marathon like this that's
In Asia.
in Asia. Yeah, maybe like Vietnam or
Yeah.
something that isn't like that is a big marathon, because this was a very big marathon. It's like 33,000
Was it?
people. Yeah, not a world major, so that we can just pick where we're going to go and then enjoy it, and possibly arrive a little bit earlier so that we can have a few plods and get used to running in that kind of temperature, because it was a bit of a shock going from Weymouth's winter to Bangkok.
Yeah.
Is this summer? Or is this just...
No.
No. Who knows? I had a great time. I'm sorry about all the moaning if you've watched the video.
Are you talking to the viewers or to me?
Both, really. I did have a great time.
So, happy, amazing Thailand marathon in Bangkok. Jagan Krona. Jagan. Try that again. No, let's try the whole thing again. So, happy, amazing Thailand marathon in Bangkok. Jagan Krona. One more.